Happy Monday, July the 27th. Signing in from Seattle, Washington. So this week, wanted to point out a couple of things, right? Your data is only as accurate as the tool that it's actually using to collect the data, right? So a couple of things I noticed: my battery for my iWatch is just mid sleep. It's just dying, right? So there's been a lapse of my sleep data for about 3 days, and that definitely threw off the stats. Good thing is that during it did take my resting heart rate, like all my workouts, it recorded that, but it was just during the sleep time, and I think sometimes I forget to charge it. That's the problem with these iWatches. You have to constantly charge it, right? I think it maximum runtime is. I'll be lucky if it gets to 24 hours. Like my battery time doesn't get to 24 hours. So sometimes, a lot of times, I forget to charge it and then I go to sleep, and then it doesn't collect all the sleep data. I'm really thinking about getting this other gadget. It's called a Hume Health 2.0. It stays. I think it can run up to 14 days without really needing a charge, because it doesn't have all the other apps embedded. Like, it has no screen. It just collects all the data and then sends it to your iHealth, right? To your health app. So I'm thinking about it. I'll definitely let you know. So neither independent of all these little hiccups, at least I was able to. The trend is still working out fine. My resting heart rate is going down, which is the goal. My heart rate variation is going up. That's fantastic. I still haven't had a chance to do a run, because the VO2 max is best if you actually literally run, or walk at the literally in not on a treadmill. I think the accuracy of a treadmill goes down in comparison to literally just running either at the park or even at running at at the track, right? So I'll definitely try and put in one this week, so that I can get that recording of my VO2 max. It's saying it's going down. I don't even know where it's getting that. You see, it's on the 20th. I don't even recall. July the 20th. That's been a long time, right? We're on the 27th. I don't know where I ran. Maybe I walked around, but this is not an accurate reading. My daily steps definitely went up, which is fantastic, and then my sleep data, as I mentioned. So nothing new here, this is my sleep data, it's not tracking as effectively. I did get a good night's sleep on Friday and on Sunday. And that's because I've been doing yard work and things like that. So definitely. My recovery score is fine. Average is 80. Goal is to get to at least above 70. 55 to 69 yellow, 40 to 59 to 54. Yeah, so these are a bit low. I'm trying to get to 80. And recovery score just simply means hey, after intense workout or after doing intense work, how is my body actually getting back to getting the necessary rest, right? So a couple of things to definitely pay attention to: 3 days of missing data. I'll definitely remind myself to make sure my watch is actually charged before I go to bed. 2.3. I could almost guarantee you I didn't sleep for 2.3 hours on the 21st. That's probably when my battery died, right? And then RHR spike on the 25th, and VO2 max drifting down. I don't, like I said, this VO2 max is definitely not accurate because I haven't really run in a park or even at a track. So I'll definitely try and get one of those in. In addition to that, last week I talked about having familial hypercholesterolemia, right? The risk of familial hypercholesterolemia. So I am on statins. I'm taking statins, 10 milligrams, just to try and lower, to work hand in hand with the diet and exercise, right? I'm still like I've been off too. I haven't really done the noon to 7 p.m. fasting window, so I'm definitely getting back to it. My weight has gone down, so my average weight right now is about 210 pounds. So 210, I would say 211 pounds. My goal is 190. So I still have about 20 pounds to go, right? But it's trending in the right direction. So that's fantastic. I'm happy about that. Finally, I'd say yeah, like don't underestimate like taking those tests, right? Your liver test, make sure you go get a lipid test, go make sure you get heart, A1C, blood sugar. We talked about this last week because too many people are going into the hospital, right? They're going into the hospital, thinking, oh, it's just a minor ache. And then later on, some of them are not leaving. They're dying, literally dying. Some of them they get diagnosed with way more serious problems, right? So I would say make sure you go in for a test. And there's absolutely no excuse that, hey, you don't want to see a doctor, right? Because some of these tests you can literally, I keep on saying I'll put together a package where you can literally go in and get that information, right? On what tests to take, what is required of those tests. But I would really recommend at least 3. If you could get these 3 every 6 months, you'll be able to start tracking your data, and then you'll be able to know, hey, what's your health condition, right? The first one is definitely your blood sugar. Make sure you check out your blood sugar. The second one, your A1C, it'll give you a 3-month aggregate of how your blood sugar has been performing, right? The second one is definitely your comprehensive metabolic panel. And what that does is that it checks your liver, it checks any, are your kidneys working well? Is your liver working well? And then the third one is definitely your cholesterol, right? So make sure you have those 3, take those 3. If there's a fourth one, I would say it's probably a thyroid. There's a high correlation between health and thyroid. Thyroid regulates a lot of things, but I would say just for starters, don't complicate it. Don't become a test junkie. Just go for those 3. Start with A1C, which will tell you your blood sugar. A lot of times you'll find there's a correlation between your A1C and your lipid test, right? You'll find those two almost go hand in hand. A lot of times if you're diabetic, there's a high correlation that you probably have also high cholesterol. So those two are very, very correlated. And then the third one, like I said, is your higher kidneys. You only have 1 liver, 1 kidney, so make sure you protect them, take care of them, yeah, you should be good. This is my weekly update. Take care. Cheers. We'll talk next week.